Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to try something a little bit different. Well, it's different, but it's the same, but it's different. What I've done is I've cut some pieces of walnut. I believe this is walnut. It had a W written on it, so let's just not assume, but assume that it is walnut. If it's not walnut, it's almond. So just going to finish cleaning these up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is with my mould, drop this piece in like this, and drop this piece in like that. That's going to create a little bit of a like a window kind of cave thing ish. Just have to get them in the right spot. So you can see it'll kind of create some voids in there all the way through. And I plan on making, I think I'm going to make like a kind of like a cookie jar. If I can get a lid turned as well, that's the plan. If not, it'll just turn into, I don't know, something else. But we'll try this and see what happens. Alright, leave it with me, we'll get some resin mixed up and we'll get this done. So what I'll also remember to do is glue it down. If you're watching the last video, we got a floater. Okay. Sure. Try that again. More glue. Hold it longer. How long do you hold for? How long shouldn't it just be instant? Longer. Alright, well that was harder than it needed to be. Anyway, they look like they're glued in there. Hopefully they don't float. I hate when things float, especially when you're trying to mix colours. Speaking of which, I'm going to go with these. It's just like a, I don't know, like it was obviously purple. This is not sure what colour that's going to come out. They don't always look like that when they're set. But anyway, we'll try those two. And we'll see what that looks like. Hopefully it looks good. Anyway, shut up. Get some resin mixed here. Alright, let's get that. Let's get that in the pressure pot. Alright, you know the drill, leave it in there overnight, we'll get it out tomorrow. Alright, good morning. Let's get this out of here and have a better look at it. It looks pretty good from what I can see. Looks pretty good. Probably turned out a little bit more purple, but I don't mind it. Alright, well, let's figure out exactly how we're going to mount this up and how we're going to get started. Alright, got it all mounted up here. I just literally put a faceplate on there. It's running pretty good. So let's start turning this down. So just for an idea, this is the bottom, and then we'll cut somewhere here a section off for the lid, I think, or I may end up making a lid out of something else. If this is sort of the size I want, then we might fashion a lid out of something else, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so I can see the outline of the wood there, and a little bit through here, same here, so we're getting there. A little bit there, a little bit more here. It's very uneven because of the resin weight, so there's probably more resin one side than the other. That's why it's still kind of wonky. That little bit. I'm keeping the shape very basic. That's pretty much how it's going to end up. I don't want to do anything too sort of super duper fancy. Let's let the resin and the timber do all the fanciness for us. Do have a little bit of, I don't know if I can dig that out of there, a little bit of glue in here, but that should come out of there. Okay, so I wasn't I'm going to show you this, but I just mixed up a bit of 5-minute epoxy. I had a hole in here, so I just mix them up with both colours. Hopefully it kind of matches in with what's there. Fingers crossed. Alright, we're all patched up. Pretty happy with the shape. I did refine it a little bit so it's a little bit more of a barrel look just over the top here. I'm going to start at 80 because I do have some tear out through here in areas, a little bit through here, a little bit here. I don't know yet if I'm going to sand. I'll probably give it a light sand over the whole thing, but I'm going to finish the bottom and then flip it over because I'm still going to have to cut and refine this, unless of course we change our plan, because I have just realised, because I'm an idiot, I put screws in here, which is going to mean that the lid, if I cut a lid off, it's going to have holes in it, isn't it? Ah, stupid. So we're going to have to change plans. Never said I was smart. So what we'll do is we will sand and finish this whole side, hollow it out, and then we'll have to prep it for I'll have to make a lid. Now whether we make a lid out of just timber, or whether I do another pour and cut, oh sorry, not cut, but pour this same colour with some wood. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let me think about it for a minute. I'll show you 80 and then I'll do something about that. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. I'll get it sanded up, I'll bring you back. We'll get some sanding sealer on there. Alright, we're all sanded up. That was a chore. I've gone all the way to 4,000. It's looking really nice. Even the colours, the timber, everything looks really nice. Let's get some sanding sealer on there. So boy, that looks good. The more I look at it, I'm pretty sure this is almond. It's not walnut. Got a little bit of spalting here. Got a bit of an eye. It's kind of cool. But that has turned out so far very, very, very nice. Alright, you can see my repair just here. You can never get them perfect, but you know what, it is what it is. It's my own fault for putting glue in there in the first place. So other than that, it looks good. Alright, got it all flipped around. Let's start leveling off this end first. Okay, so now I'm going to pick a spot. My lid will sit down in there. Maybe you should come over here. Yeah, can you see? Okay, so our lid now will sit down in there, so we need to start hocking this out to a thickness, whatever thickness I decide to make the lid. So you will see a little bit of that on there, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's fine. Happy. All right. Let's see if I can get you in a better spot. Okay, so that will be, if you can see from back there, that will be the edge the lid will sit on, should end up flush with this. I can adjust this up and down or down if I need to, if my lid's a bit thick, but that's where the lid will sit. Can't even see where I'm pointing, can you? Yeah. Yeah. Or, yeah. So yeah, from there down we hollow it out and leave that little edge there. Cool. Cool? Cool.